Okay, very productive 13th practice of spring. We challenged our players that everyone's responsible for their self-determination in everything that they do, and that individual determination, that drive to be the best. And these are the times that you really find out about your inner drive, how great you want to be, because it's been a grind. And a lot of times when your mindset becomes you have the orange and white game on Saturday, you start thinking down the road and you forget about the process of becoming a great football player and this opportunity that you have in practice. And I like the way our players came out and approached. I like their approach some more than others. We have some youngsters that are still learning the effort, the intensity that it takes to compete at a championship level each and every day. But I did think we took strides today. Looking forward to practice tomorrow, and then obviously the orange and white game.
What did you hope your team shows Saturday in the orange and white game, Butch?
Well, the habits that we've really been trying to form our identity throughout the course of spring. Great effort, being a physical football team and making plays, and being a team that plays disciplined football, not any untimely penalties, and just a clean game. You know, that's the big thing, is a clean game. And you know, a lot of times you just want to get through the spring game. For us, being so young as we are, in the growth and development that needs to occur, Saturday is a big, big day for us, and it's very, very important in the continuing evolution of this football team and our football program and our entire group identity. I think it also provides momentum, now finishing school strong and then starting the next phase of our program, which our summer strength and conditioning program as well.
Do you recall another spring game wherever you've been that maybe had disproportionate players that were making their debut in that sort of setting, and maybe this type of setting to weigh how they perform?
Right. Well, I'm looking forward to this setting. Again, a great evaluation tool, and never been anywhere we have 14 newcomer scholarship players. And so really this is their first time of competing in Neyland Stadium, competing in a large arena of this type that we're going to have Saturday for the orange and white game. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to see how they respond.
What kind of spring is Ladero McNeil had? What did you need to see from him coming off last year?
Well, he still has a lot of room for growth and development, and our entire safety position needs to step up. And we had way too many missed tackles last year. The overall communication, they're responsible for getting the back end lined up, but also the linebackers as well. And, come June, we welcome 3 more safeties at that position. So it's going to be a lot of competition as we continue to go. But, Ladero's played a role for us in the past. His role is going to continue to increase in terms of the special teams game, but the competition, especially on the defensive side of the ball, will pick up once June occurs, because most of our signees that are coming June now are on the defensive side of the football.
How do you see the quarterback competition going at this point? Is there any order?
I was really disappointed today in the overall position. I didn't think one quarterback really stood out amongst them. Again, we're looking for the alpha male. We're looking for the individual who comes out, and playing quarterback at Tennessee is not a sometime thing, it's an all-the-time thing. And just the overall command, out of the individuals, I thought Riley had more leadership than any of them, but not to our standard by which we're going to play quarterback here at Tennessee.
I know you said not until the summer you're going to decide on a starter, but when a post-spring depth chart comes out,
there's no post-spring depth chart. We don't believe in depth charts in our football program. I said it from day one, is our program is based on competition, competitive greatness, competitive character, and you have to earn your spot each and every day. It's just like the world. It's just like us. You win a game, nobody cares what you did the previous week. It's all you have to earn your right to be the starter, no matter what position it is in our football program. That's the standard, that's the culture, that's the expectation.
How much will the Saturday game kind of bring things into clearer focus for you?
Well, it will. Again, it's another evaluation tool. Again, great crowd in the stands, who can perform our offense the way we want it performed, the command presence, owning the line of scrimmage, your voice, controlling the cadence, getting us into the right plays, making great decisions with the football, and having the genuine swagger, which we talk about, walking out there and having a command presence that I'm the quarterback of this football team. That's what I'm waiting for, is someone to take hold and take grasp and say, I am the quarterback of Tennessee. And you have to earn that right every single day. You have to bring it every single day. You have to have tremendous juice and energy to play that position because they feed off of you. And I think that's what makes Johnny Manziel so special, is Johnny Manziel brings it every single day. And usually the quarterbacks, the players feed off of him. And every quarterback we've had, they elevate the talent around them because they bring up the talent level of everyone around them. And that's what great quarterbacks do.
Can you tell us what the format of the spring game is going to be and how the teams are going to be divided up?
Yep. It'll be offensively and defensively just like it was last year. So it'll be orange and it'll be white. We're going to play a game the first half, 12-minute quarters, clock stoppage, in between series. I think it's going to be great for our fans. They're going to be able to see individual one-on-one matchups. So you may see Josh Malone versus Cam Sutton, wide receiver versus defensive back in the red zone. We'll call their name out and they can go compete in front of our great fans. Then another segment after we play football may be what we call circle of life. Just two individuals on the 50-yard line on the power tee going at it. And then you may see some offensive and defensive line one-on-one pass rush. And then the second half will be 10-minute running clocks and a little bit of the same as well. So we need to get quality reps, play football, but also it's going to be a great opportunity for me to see which players want to get up and compete in the type of environment that we're going to have here for Big Orange Weekend. It should be a lot of fun.
How much has continuity of staff helped you this year? A lot of coaches come and go, but you kept them all together. How important is that to you guys?
Well, it's invaluable. We use a term called all aligned. Everyone has to be all aligned in your football program, and not just the coaching staff. Everyone that has an impact in the lives of these individuals, from our secretarial staff to our custodial staff, to the weight room, to the training room, to the equipment room, to our ball boys, to our recruiting department. Everyone has to speak the same language, and that's what we have here. And it helps, obviously, that we have a staff that has been together. They understand how to feed off of each other. Our families are exceptionally close, but it's also my job to keep everyone on their toes. Can never let complacency set in, and every day is a new day, and we're competing for greatness in this football program each and every single day.
What you did with Troy, let's get some looks.
Yeah, we're experimenting right now. That's what spring is for, so we've tried LaTroy Lewis, a little bit of tight end, just experimental in positional drills. The same thing with Jason Carr at offensive line, is just seeing what they can do, and then we'll let them have the orange and white game. We'll see where we're at in the development of our football team once June rolls around, and then make some determinations positional-wise, when we get to August camp.
Coach, you mentioned earlier that it's been a little bit of a grind. Did you anticipate it might be that way with the 14, new guys? This is their first time going through it, and also how important was it that they finished strong?
Well, we first of all, we made sure it was a grind. Really, to me, this is the first stage. It's born in January. In February, in the months in the weight room with Dave Lawson and Mike Searchin and our strength staff, but really your football identity is really born in the spring, and we wanted to make sure that they understand the toughness that it takes. We all know we're going to be exceptionally young. We're going to lose if we just go talent per talent. We're not going to be the best team on the field, but that's okay. We've won championships with not having the best collection of talent. It's the best teams that win. So we have to be a team. The ingredients, the formula for winning never change. We have to be a disciplined football team, and we have to play with great toughness. And players expectations of what it takes to play winning football. So we've tried to push them through. It's been physical, both mentally and physically, but that's what we need, especially when you're as young as we are. Again, every day is developmental into the standard and the expectations. You know, Josh Malone, Jalen Hurd, they're understanding now what it is to be a student athlete at this level, because it's not just the expectations on the field, it's the expectations in the classroom. It's the time management from the minute you wake up of 7 a.m. and you don't have class till 8, but at 7 a.m. you have to be in the training room, you have to be in the cold tub, you have to make sure you eat breakfast, you have to make sure that you drink your water, you hydrate, you eat, then you go to class, and we have a standard of expectation in class. Then you have to eat lunch, then you have to come in and you sit through 45-minute meetings, then you have to practice, then you have to go to Thornton and study, and then you get to do it all over again the next day. And that's a growth and that's a maturation process that every individual goes through. Unfortunately, we have a lot of individuals who are going through that growth and maturation process right now. He's had a very, very productive spring. Dylan has been able to play center for us, been able to play guard. I thought he started a little bit slow, but he's continued to progress and get better and better, and I think he's taken strides each and every day.
His name seems to come up a lot when you ask the guys. He's one of the tougher guys up front. Is that sort of, in a nutshell, kind of what he brings?
For Dylan Wiseman to help this football team win, and he will, he has great competitive character, but he has to be a tough-minded individual, and he has to play tough.
We saw Cam Sutton with the punt return for a touchdown in the scrimmage the other day. Saw a bad fumble today out of Denver. And how's that competition starting the punt return around?
It's ongoing right now. We won't name a starter. We'll welcome 18 newcomers when they get here, and they'll compete for the job too. But being a great punt returner is being mentally tough. I believe that's the toughest skill in all of sport. Maybe hitting a baseball or a softball, but also it's catching a punt with 10 guys running down the field, catching in front of 102,455, and they're all trying to tackle you. In the concentration that it takes, it's a very demanding position, so we'll take our time in naming that spot.
What are you going to do in practice tomorrow? I know you're just...
Yeah, it'll be a helmets practice. It'll be a lot of special teams work, more mental than it will be physical.